Hello, students. Check out the sky. Isn't it amazing? Look at how the treetops kiss the blueness and the drifting clouds that go by. The animals around the world, so many of them, by the billions, are trapped in factory farms right now. They'll never get to see this. They never get to feel the wind or the sun on them. There are twice as many chickens on this planet as there are humans, and yet we never see them. They've committed no crimes, and yet they're in these prisons. What chickens need is simply to walk around. They just want to peck at the dirt. They want to spread their wings and bathe in the earth. That's what they do. They just want to walk around and check stuff out. They don't ask for anything, and they don't pollute the earth. They don't need plastics or watches or cell phones. They don't need a pillow or a blanket or a building to live in. They just need freedom. On behalf of all the chickens of the world, I urge you to please stop hurting them. Stop paying people to murder them. Stop paying people to breathe them into existence in the first place. They've done nothing wrong. Nothing. Can you not imagine them? I know you might not feel anything for chickens. You might think to yourself, oh, they're just dumb birds, who cares? But I care. I didn't used to. Like you, I used to eat animals all the time. Until somebody helped me wake up. Not just one person, actually. Many animal rights activists, just like I'm doing right now. They taught me to care. They taught me to see chickens like modern day dinosaurs. Just checking stuff out, except they don't hurt us. Every time you eat chicken wings, how many of them do you eat at once? How many animals needed to be murdered for you to have a few chicken wings on your plate? Please stop. Buy other things. When you go to the grocery store, put veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate. So open up your heart. When it comes to the dairy industry, baby boy cows are born, and they live such short lives because we murder them and turn them into veal. Why? Because we want to steal their milk. It belongs to them. It doesn't belong to us. What right do we have to artificially inseminate these female cows? To rape them, and then to steal their babies, and if they're girls, to put them back into the cycle of violence of being enslaved, milk machines. It's horrific. If God exists, if God existed and was looking down on us right now, wouldn't he or she be mortified, absolutely horrified at what we're doing? I don't personally believe in God, but I believe in goodness. And you and I both know it's wrong what we're doing to these animals. There's nothing natural about keeping them by the billions confined like we do. Please don't drink cow's milk. Get soy milk and oat milk instead. Please don't eat cheese that comes from cows. Get the vegan version instead. When you're ordering pizza, get a vegan pizza. When you're making lasagna, make a vegan lasagna. Just Google it. Just type it in and just write delicious vegan lasagna. You'll get so many recipes. Look at the sky. Look how beautiful it is. Why? Why don't you want the animals to have the same joy that you feel when you look up? The sun is so warm on my face right now. It feels so glorious. I want that for other living creatures too. Everywhere around the world right now are mother pigs tightly confined, so tight they can't even turn around. They put them in these cages that are as big as your bathtub. It's horrific. It's abusive. It is torture for them. While they're pregnant, they do that to them. Why? Because they just want to make more money. It's wrong. We all know it's wrong. And when the babies are born, they can't even see their mother's face. They're born on a concrete floor or a metal floor. What a horrible beginning of life. If they're baby boys, they're ripped away and they rip out their testicles. They just cut them out because they don't want them to breed. They want to decide who's going to breed. They cut off their teeth so that they can't bite on each other because they put them so tight together. Imagine living your life with like 10 of you in an elevator. At some point, you too would start fighting. It's not normal what we do to them. It's just so wrong. Then they cut off their tails. Just like that. Imagine you're born an innocent, cute pig. And you're just so bewildered in this dark place and you're looking for your mom and all you see is just a place to feed off of her, but you don't get to know her. And it's horrible and it's cold and it's dark. There's no place to play. There's no grass. And then they cart you away when you get older. And then they put you on a truck, 200 at a time. And they bring you to a place and maybe in your mind, in your little pig's mind, you're just looking at the sky for the first time, just peeking out. If you have a window seat on this horrific truck, you just get to see a little bit of the sky and maybe you're hoping that you're going to go to a better place. But of course you're starving and thirsty because they starve you. They don't give you water or food on the truck because they don't want you to pee or poo in there. So you're miserable. You're so sad and tired and you're, where are we going? And you're on the truck and you're surrounded by other brothers and sisters and other baby pigs, 6 months old. And you don't know what's happening. And then you're let off the truck and you're put in another dark, horrific building. And you hope. You just hope that maybe something good's gonna happen now. Then you're put down a dark alley, and it's terrifying. And then they put you in a gas chamber. You can't breathe. And you suffocate to death, like the Jews did in World War II. What right do we have to do this to these animals? It's terrible. Or they bring you down a dark hall, and they grab you and shove you upside down and put a knife through your neck. And you see that happening to the pigs before you, and you know you're next. How can we do this? How can I convince you that this is wrong? Who out there has a heart and can feel how horrible that would be if it was you, or if you were watching it? When it's time for you to have a meal together as a family, never buy a turkey. Ever again. Never put a dead body on the table ever again. Let this be your vegan declaration day. Let this be the day, look at the calendar, let this be the day that you declare that you never want to be part of these terrible industries again. That you want to allow the animals to see these clouds, to see this sky, to see the treetops and the beautiful blue, and so much more. Allow them to run free. Over time, as we stop breeding them, there will be less and less of them, and we will be eating the plants that they are fed now. A vegan world is possible. We can totally do this. We totally can. It just takes willpower. We just have to want it. We have to put ourselves in their place and be their voice. In the shopping center, among friends, when you're buying the next coat, don't buy leather. The leather industry is horrible. Skinning animals. What right do we have to take their skin or their fur? In the fur industry, animals are kept in tight, confined cages, minks and foxes, for their whole lives. Absolute torture, so that you can have a decoration on your Canada Goose coat or your Woodsack coat. No. No. Just no. Just stop. Use your money and buy compassionately. Have empathy. Don't you feel it with me? Look at the sun and want it with all your heart to shine on the cheeks of the innocent animals. Please, be as vegan as possible. Start today.